I'm going to go with the band Nothing Face.
Yeah, I figured you would. So that's why I said I had like 6 bands on my 5, and now I can let you speak to it, and I won't have to.
So Nothing Face was an American alternative metal band formed in Washington, D.C. in 1994. Okay. So they emerged as one of the more emotionally raw and musically intense acts of the late 90s and early 2000s metal scenes. And they were kind of lumped into like the new metal category. But I always saw them as something different. But because they had some of those rhythmic, bouncy parts and stuff like that. But I mean, they got really, really heavy. And to me, they're almost more like a Pantera. And then they had some softer stuff as they moved on, and some more melodic.
But had a lot of diversity. They did get lumped in with the new metal, but that's just because they're a product of that time, that era.
Exactly.
But I think it's fair to put them in when they're almost with that groove metal.
Yep.
But you could also, and I don't really like this term that much because it's too much of a broad brushstroke, but they're like an alternative metal.
Yeah.
But I don't mean it in terms of like sounding like alternative
rock. Yeah.
It's alternative metal because it doesn't fit in with that traditional metal songwriting structure. We're not talking about Big Four thrash metal style. These guys were onto like a new vibe that they had kind of come up with. And it doesn't even necessarily fall in with that Pantera, but it's close because you got the grooves, you got the fry vocal, you got the clean vocal.
Yep. The heavy rhythms.
Yep.